Hopefully I don't sound too weird because I was sick, but I'm on the last dregs of that, so if my voice sounds a bit weird, that's why. Hello, it's Max, and if you know me, you know that I am a giant freaking super nerd. And because I am a giant freaking super nerd, that means that I love fictional media, which of course includes books. And so today, I would like to talk about this book, Not Your Sidekick by C.V. Lee. Now this book was recommended to me by my library friend who works in a library, is studying to be a librarian, and knows all about the books. So I told her about a story that I was writing about a biracial, bisexual superhero. So she told me about this book, which stars a bisexual person of color in a world that's full of superheroes. And so, of course, I definitely needed to check this out, not just for a frame of reference for, the story that I'm writing, but also because bisexual people of color and superheroes. You don't find stories like that very often, so yeah. So now this book stars a future where superheroes and superpowers are very, very common, as well as Jessica Tran, who is a Vietnamese American who is the child of two superheroes. And she really wants to be a superhero as well, but she is getting too old to have powers, or she's realizing she's too old to have powers. So because she's missing out on her chance to develop her powers and have powers, she wants to, she wants to do something with her life. So she wants to kind of beef up her college applications and get a really good job or a really good internship. And so she's looking around and she finds a paid internship at a company that she later discovers is the company of her parents' supervillain arch nemesis, and she will be working with her high school crush Abby. Mystery and intrigue and cuteness and chaos ensue. And it's great. So first off, I really enjoyed this book. There were a lot of pros, a lot of great things about this book. First off, the diversity of the cast of characters. They're mostly people of color, many of them are queer, and it's an own voices book. And as marginalized representation is pretty much my life ambition, this I really appreciate a lot. So thank you for this, C.V. Lee. Thank you. Eee! Not only are the characters very diverse in, marginalized representation, but they're also very diverse in character themselves. The characters are all fun, they're smart, they're spunky, and they're very different from each other, and yet they fit together very well. And that's something that I sometimes struggle with my own writing, so I really appreciate having a cast of characters that are very different and go together very well, because it's good to get not just a frame of reference, but, it's good. I like it. Eee! And the plot itself, the plot is very fun and very intriguing and there's great build-up and all that good stuff, so I like the plot in this a lot. It's very fun. Like, I wasn't necessarily expecting certain things that happened here, and that was fun. I liked it a lot. This is very fun. There are a few problems that I did have with this book. They weren't like big problems, they're just, kind of things that are maybe a little nitpicky, but I don't know. First off, the world building. For starters, I really did appreciate that with the world building, there wasn't like this huge info dump that felt very textbooky, because I'm not good at that stuff. I was never a fan of textbooks. I don't like reading textbooks, so not having like a textbook like info dump of the world was great. But I also feel like there were some things missing, like maybe in certain areas that I did need kind of an info dump, and this may actually be my fault, because I read the first chapter, and then I stopped reading it for a while, and then I picked it up again and continued reading it, and I guess maybe I spaced on some of the parts that were world building and didn't remember all those things, so maybe that was partially my fault. Maybe it's maybe both. I don't know, it's probably both, but maybe it's mostly me. I don't know. Thing two is the predictability. I feel like there were certain parts of it that were predictable, and I kind of blamed the back. There's a part of the synopsis back here which I felt may have kind of predicted something that was happening in the book, which may have been tropey, but maybe not. I also maybe sort of feel like it's me, because I feel like sometimes I'm just very good at predicting things that happen in certain things. Like, there's that one show with Kevin Bacon, like The Cult or The Following or whatever the frick it was called. And I remember just watching it with my friends one day. We just binge watched like half the season, and I was predicting everything what was happening every so often that my friends would just turn to me and be like, "Shut up! Stop saying what's happening! Stop spoiling what's going on!" But I'm just like, it's the first time I've seen this. I don't know what's happening. I'm just saying it. So, again, I don't know. I'm at fault for many things, so maybe it's my fault. The last thing that I kind of had sort of an issue with was the ending and the climax part. I feel like it just ended kind of abruptly and was kind of rushed and almost anticlimactic. There's a part of me that kind of understands why she did it like this, and it's because there's a sequel! And so yeah, part of the ending in this book definitely leads to what happens in this book, so I understand why she wrote it like this, but I still felt it was kind of anticlimactic and a bit disappointing, but I don't know. Again, that's just me. But overall, this book was very fun, very captivating, and I just wanted to keep going and keep reading it. It was very fun. I'd give it a 4 to 4.5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. Very fun, very easy, very recommendable. I heart it. And that is it. Those are my thoughts on C.B. Lee's Not Your Sidekick. Let me know your own thoughts in the comments if you read the book and liked it, or if this video has inspired you to read it, or if you just want to see more of me. Let me know in the comment section, because that would be cool. Give me a like and a subscribe if you are new, and if you want to see more, and follow me on Twitter if you want all of the updates all of the time, and that would be cool too. Once again, my name is Max, and I hope you enjoyed this video and that I've inspired you to check out a new cool book with marginalized representation, and that you have a good time, all that jazz. Woohoo! Ciao. Yeah, cool.